I let them set their own goals. I ask them what realistic goals are that they want to hit, and it's a conversation as much as it is a boss telling an employee to do something. Let's go through some tips to improve your leadership skills. First of all, what is leadership? At a very basic level, leadership is getting your team to do the things that you want them to do or that you need them to do in order for your business to succeed. Who am I? I'm Alex Berman. I've generated over $10 million in sales, and I run a conglomerate that includes X27, which is a marketing agency. We have a course, Email 10K, where we help people book meetings with billion-dollar brands and grow their businesses. We also have software companies and a few other businesses within that. And as part of our conglomerate, I'm responsible for dozens of people where if they don't do their job, slowly the business is going to die and then fail. And if you're in a similar situation, it's very important that you know how to lead your team to get things done so that it doesn't all fall apart, because it can very easily fall apart if your leadership skills are not on point. What are some tips to improve your leadership skills? Well, the most important thing is training. This is what I found. So we can go out and we can listen to all sorts of podcasts, all sorts of tips, YouTube videos like this even, talking about how great leadership skills are, or even giving us practical tips that have worked for the person speaking, like I'm about to do. But if you're not practicing, if you're not actually going out there and training with your team or hiring people or doing what I'm about to talk about, your leadership skills aren't gonna get any better. Theory is one thing, practice is a completely different thing. Now that we said that, here's the theory, all right? This is what has changed my entire approach to leadership and really approach to life. And it is the realization that people don't care about you or anything related to you as a person. People care about themselves. And actually, Neville Medora is another entrepreneur, and he said this really well. He said, people don't care about you, they care about themselves. And it's true. Think about any sort of situation. Think about your last job. Did you care about the boss, or did you care about making a good impression for the boss so you can get a raise, right? Like, people seem like they care about other people. What they really do is care about themselves. So if you want to be a good leader, you need your people to be doing the work they want to do that also happens to be the work you want them to do. So how do you do that? How do you get your team to actually want to work? We've done that at our companies, and the way that I'll do it is this. It's important to test your cold email subject lines to get an 80% open rate. The trick is to test a new subject line every 10 emails. 50 plus subject lines in a Google Doc that you can test with your cold email campaigns. You can have that for free. Experiment27.com/subject. So one, you let them set their own goals. So people on your team, you want to be sitting down with them. I'll do once a week, one-on-ones with my direct reports. So CEO of X27, I'm talking to once a week. Div, our marketing director, I'm talking to once a week. And I'm not talking to everyone on their teams, right? I have my directs boiled down to as few people as possible so I can have as few meetings as possible. But with whoever is reporting to you, meet with them about once a week. And I let them set their own goals. I ask them what realistic goals are that they want to hit. And it's a conversation as much as it is a boss telling an employee to do something. So you let them set their own goals. Then you agree on the results together. So let's say the goal is for this YouTube channel, we want to increase subscribers by a couple thousand a month. So hey, we want to get our subscribers from 1,000 a month to 2,000 a month. Is that something you want to do? And then Div will say, yeah, let's do it. That sounds fair. So then we agree, and I'm like, hey, okay, cool. How long do you think we need in order to make this happen? You also let them set the end goal. And Div is gonna say something like, you know what, I think we can get to 2,000 subscribers within 2 weeks. And then me as the entrepreneur, I know that's an unrealistically aggressive goal, so I'll say, you sure? You sure you wanna try this? Because I'm gonna hold you accountable to whatever we set right now. And at that point, we might stretch the goal out a little bit. And what we wanna end up with, and what you wanna end up with your team, is a goal that sounds like, in the next 60 days, I'm going to get the channel to 2,000 subscribers per month. So in the next X time period, I'm going to do Y result. And we both agree, you and your team members both agree on what needs to happen. Together, you get to that point through mutual conversation. Then you hold them accountable to their benchmarks. So the next week, you can ask them, hey, how are we doing on that project we agreed to. And he'll tell you the status. And if you're doing this right, and if you have felt the conversation correctly during these one-on-ones, your team member, he or she, will be just as pumped as you are to hit these goals, if not even more pumped. Because it's not something that's been dictated to them. That's really important. If you're a good leader, it feels like, as the person being led, it feels like you are making all of those decisions yourself. And you are. You are making those decisions yourself, and they just happen to align with the goals of the leader. And a good leader will also change their goals if it's not realistic. So for instance, let's say I wanted 2,000 subs a month within 2 weeks. And I was talking to our marketing manager, and I was talking to Div about whether that was possible. And he's like, there's no possible way. Now, as a leader, I have two options, right? I could say, do it or you're fired. That's option one. Option two is I could say, what do you think is a realistic goal? And work backwards from there. Rather than yelling, rather than dictating, we are having conversations and we're moving things in the direction that we all want to go because we're all a team. And that's how to improve your leadership skills. In theory. All right, in practice, here is the actual tactical thing that you can use right now. One, if you don't have one-on-ones with the people that are directly reporting to you, book those now. They can be a half hour, and you just talk about your goals during those calls. And do similar to what we just talked about in this video. So that's takeaway number one. Book those one-on-ones if you don't have them. Takeaway number two, if you don't have goals like we outlined, in X time, I'm going to accomplish Y. If you don't have that set up with each member of your team, set that up during the first one-on-one. And then the number three thing that you're going to take away, and I hope you're taking notes, and if you're not, we do have a download below. You can grab all of this as a checklist. Number three is hold them accountable week to week to week. This video is brought to you by mailrush.io. If you need to send cold emails, or if your current provider isn't allowing you to send cold emails, you must get an account with mailrush.io. With mailrush.io, you can send bulk emailing campaigns on autopilot while avoiding blacklisting problems. Improve your sending reputation with a dedicated IP. And if you sign up with the offer below, they'll include a free customized IP warm-up schedule with your dedicated IP account. And you can get 30% off the first month by using the promo code COLDEMAIL. In addition to that, you can also open a free trial account with a sending credit of 1,000 emails. Check it out, mailrush.io, promo code COLDEMAIL. And number four is, how are your leadership skills improving? Come back to this video and leave a comment, and let's hold each other accountable. This video can be your accountability as a leader, because I know it gets lonely as an entrepreneur. It gets tough being the one in charge all the time, all right? You need some accountability for you, so come back to this video and we'll work on improving our leadership skills together. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Alex Berman. Subscribe for content like this. We do videos like this 3 times a week. Comment like we talked about, like this video, share it with someone who you think should improve their leadership skills, and watch our past videos. There's a lot of gold, a lot of good stuff back there that you can watch and get value from. We also have that course, Email 10K. If you're looking to take things to the next level with your business, you can check that out at email10k.com. All right, I'm Alex Berman. I'll talk to you later.